Hello everybody, my name's Abbie and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hilleberg Akto tent. You've absolutely no idea how long I've wanted to say that for. This is my dream tent, absolutely love it and wouldn't trade it for anything. So it is a really lightweight solo backpacking tent, 4 seasons, so you can pretty much take anything you throw at it. For example, it's starting to rain now, so sorry if you guys suddenly get soaking wet. I just absolutely love this tent. I mean, I did say it's a one-person tent, but I used it in February up in the Lake District this year. I was doing my mountain leadership training, and it's really snowy. We were up in the Langdales area, and 2 of us decided to go in it to maximise heat and minimise weight. With our massive down sleeping bags, it was fine really, and we fit 2 40+ backpacks in the porch area as well. So this tent is really spacious, but also really lightweight. So this pack size is, I think it's supposed to be like 58 by 17 centimeters. As you can see, it's really squishy, and it really does compact down. This bag gives so much extra space, so I don't tend to keep it in this bag all that often anyway. But it weighs 1.6 kilograms. I repeat, 1.6 kilograms. That is light. That's only slightly heavier than some bivy bags, and you can really tell. I mean, whee! It really is a light tent. But let's get out everything and talk you through it all. So this packaging fabric, I mean, I don't tend to like to carry it all when I'm actually out backpacking, but it's still really light, so it doesn't add much weight anyway. So we've got here a single, very nice gold featherlight, I think it's DAC featherlight pole. So it's a single pole tunnel design tent. Which just maximises kind of stability in winds and rain and trash weather. So it really is very stable and secure, and obviously maximises your comfort during your outing. So that's a very cool gold colour. Then you've got, where are the pegs? So the pegs themselves have their own little wee bag, which is black. I think this is made of the same material as the ground sheet, so I suppose you could use this as a kind of emergency repair kit. But then you've got 10 of these, again I think they're DAC, really lightweight gold pegs. They're V-shaped. If I bring this up close, hopefully it'll go into focus. What we got there? Little camera thing. So as you can see, they're V-shaped, or at least you can kind of see. So again, that minimises weight, but maximises strength as well. Hopefully the camera will focus on me again. I don't know, let's just hope for the best. So you've got 10 of those anyway. They're very cool. Then what we got? Oh, there is a small repair kit, and as you can see, it doesn't fall out. It's kind of hooked into this bag quite neatly. See if I can get it out to show you guys. Here we go. So I haven't used it. It's just some instructions and a repair pole, repair sleeve, for if your pole gets damaged in some wind, which hopefully it doesn't. So if we actually look at the fabrics of the tent now, hope that doesn't blow away. So as you can see, this is kind of the camo green colour. There is a red and a almost sand colour tent as well that they've got available. But this is the fly sheet. So this is, it's made of nylon. I think the whole tent's made of nylon. It has a hydrostatic head of 3,000 millimeters. What that basically means is per centimetre or inch of fabric, I can't remember which it is right now, it can basically withhold up to 3 meters of water for a minute. So that's kind of, 3,000 is pretty good. It's not as good as it gets, but it's still a good waterproofing cover. It's got silicone on it, because as you go lightweight with your tents, the fabrics sometimes reduce their strength and durability, so silicone adds that and obviously improves waterproofing as well. So then we've got the inner tent, or inner part of the tent. Really cool bright yellow thing here, and it really brightens up your mornings, I'll say that for sure. So this weighs 37 grams per meter, so it's really lightweight, and it's got 30 denier ripstop nylon fabric. The 30 denier is the thickness of the yarn that's used to weave all of this stuff together. 40D is kind of standard, so 30 It just really reduces the weight but also maintains the strength of the fabric. And the ripstop, which I mentioned earlier, RS, it's kind of reinforces that 30 denier YAM. It's how it's weaved together, so it adds durability, reduces the likelihood of tears and snags. Let's get on to the important stuff. The ground sheet. So this has a hydrostatic head of 5,000 millimeters. Obviously you need more because it's in contact with the ground more than the actual outer fly sheet, because you could be sat in a puddle and you don't really want it leaking through. So this weighs 90 grams per meter, obviously slightly heavier, but that's what you need, and it's 70 denier fabric, so it's really weaved tightly and incorporates durability and water resistance, or waterproofing hopefully. So that's enough of all those boring old stats. As you can see, I haven't got the inner and the outer together at the moment. Normally you can just pitch them all together and it takes 5 minutes or so. But I'm going to have to pitch the outer and then the inner. But what I'm going to do is put this tent up and then run through the features and hopefully persuade you that this is your dream tent. Right, let's get this thing up anyway. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So there you go, that is the outer all up like that, and you can tell normally the inner would be attached on the inside, so that would be it. It would all be up, you'd be ready to crawl in and make yourself some supper. So I'm just going to quickly put the inner in and then run through the features. There we go, that is the inner in. So now let's zip up this little beauty. Let's run through the features. Right, so you're going to have to excuse the rustly sound of the cameras, but I want to start off by talking about this, the pole itself. As I said, it's a single pole tunnel design tent, as you can see. So there's just one sleeve for the whole pole, which maximises efficiency and obviously ease of putting up the tent itself. There's a really nice robust sleeve here that it sits in just to maximise kind of strength of the tent and reduce the risk of anything breaking, I suppose. And you can really, depending on the conditions, pull this little toggle thing here, excuse the guy line, here we go, to tighten it right up and increase the, you know, if it's windy conditions, increase the strength of your tent. Then you probably noticed these guy lines. They're slightly unusual. I absolutely love them. So they're a looped double or twin guy line design. So two here, and as you can see they're looped around this little piece of fabric here, and they all feed into this peg, which is not very well on the ground, but that really maximizes strength. And again, just being able to endure strong winds, and it really doesn't add much weight at all, and it's just this really quick, easy guy line adjustment thingy-mabobs on there, and that's all the way around. So you've got two looped there, and then you have two looped there, and then that's obviously mirrored on the other side. You can see I haven't really pitched this amazingly. Let's just tighten that one up. So quick job. There we go. Whilst we're at this end, we may as well talk about the ends, and these are really special. I haven't seen this in any other tent, other than the amazing little logo there. You've got it's slightly slanted, as I'm sure you can see, and underneath here we have a zip, kind of a sad smiley face shape, and lo and behold, inside is the inner. And this is basically just an adjustable ventilation port. So you can only adjust this from the outside, but it really aids airflow, and obviously that helps with control of condensation. I just think they're really great, and because it's slanted, they've really thought this through. Because it's slanted, snow, rain, whatever the sky produces is not going to get into your tent, and you'll still have a really nice airflow. So let's just walk around the tent again, and you can see you've got these little reflective things here, so they're really great for head torches, so you don't trip over or lose your tent or whatever. And again, the zip thing's mirrored on this side, somewhere under there. There it is, there. You can see here, either corner of the tent, or every corner of the tent, there's a metal loop, and you saw me pinning it out just from the base at the beginning, and literally I just plopped it into these metal loops just to kind of peg it to the ground so it's not going to blow away, and then you do the guy lines later on and adjust it so it's tight. Let's get to this little thing. Now I just think that the entrance bit, whatever, the door, has been really well thought through. So you've got this really nice little plastic flap here, which is obviously waterproof because it's plastic, and that just protects your tent from drafts, your zip, sorry, from drafts, from snow, from rain, from mud. So it increases the lifespan of your tent, just because it's not getting damaged all the time. And then you've got this really cute little, I don't even know what you call it, flap thing, roof, whatever, ventilation port. And the whole point in this, and again it's got a little reflective tab, the whole point in this is to, well, to stop rain splashing into your porch, and so you can keep it open at night. Because if you have a look underneath here, there you go, you can see the gap. You can ventilate this side, and then just again aid airflow and reduce condensation. So I just really like that. I think this tent has really been made by people who love the outdoors, because they've really thought it through, and I've just unzipped. There we go, right, we'll get there in a minute. So the zips can be a bit fiddly, but you know, they're pretty big, almost glove compatible. But let's get inside. So you probably saw me roll this up a minute ago. It rolls up, and there is a toggle on the other side, like usual really, here, that attaches to that toggle on the outside. This is quite hard to do with one hand, but anyway, what I want to do is get inside. Now, before I talk about the porch and all those amazing things, I just want to show you how the inner attaches to the outer, if I can get there. And as you can see, it's just a simple circle toggle design. So it just sits in the circle, and it's really easy, really lightweight, and really nice. Anyway, more to the point, this is the porch. How big is this? And this is it. I haven't pegged the tent out very well, I have to admit. But this is the porch. And as I said, when I used this tent in February, we managed to fit two 40+ litre backpacks in here, and we had cooking space. So it is a very nice porch. It is big, spacious, and very cool. See, I'm just going to have to roll up this door a sec. Bear with me a minute. Okay, are you still alive? I'd like to hope so. So, as I said, that just rolls up and pins back there. I'd like to say all tents do that, but the last tent I had didn't. So anyway, onto the door. Another nice logo there. Onto the door. You can see it's part mesh, and I suppose for in the summer, I haven't used it in the summer yet, then that's all handy, because you can, again, ventilate and aid the airflow of the tent. But if we find the zip to get inside, 3 zips, again, for ventilation, very handy. Okay, prepare to be amazed, people. This tent is like a TARDIS. Oh, I haven't pinned back that corner, so forgive me for that. Oh, I love this tent. Let me get inside. It's nice and cozy. Nice Chinese note thing there. So anyway, if I just show you this door, because that's where we are at the moment. It's partially meshed, as I said, but you can control whether you want it open or closed, and that's quite handy, I think. You can say hello to people or goodbye. So I quite like that. Anyway, this door, if we open it up again, can roll up to that toggle there, just like the outer. What else have we got going on in here? So we've got a nice cute little storage pocket. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I like having a storage pocket, because it's good to put your head torch and things in, water bottle at night, just easy to find things. Although this yellow, like even when it's dark, it just brightens everything up. It's incredible. So perhaps if you like sleeping in the dark, don't get a yellow tent. As you can see, there is an incredible bathtub design to this tent. Now, as I said, I haven't pinned back this side, I do apologise, but you can see it just goes up really high, and I love that. I mean, it's ridiculous. You'd think all tents have a bathtub design, but they don't. And I chose this tent particularly because I had a really good one. Whole point in the bathtub design is that if there's groundwater, or you're in a puddle or it rains, then it's not going to seep through the yellow fabric. It's going to get stopped by the ground sheet. So it just seems common sense to me, but not all tents have it. Also, another picky thing, it's not got a... Oh, it has got a thing. Oh, I lied. I thought it didn't have somewhere to hang your torch, but it does. As you can see, I made a little wee washing line thing here. You know, stinky socks and all that. Anyway, so yeah, it has got somewhere to hold your torch. That's absolutely fine. As you can see, the ventilation ports either side cannot be accessed inside, so you have to go outside to do that. So do that in advance of a snowstorm or whatever. But, sorry, it's really not very well penned down, and I haven't got a very wide angle lens. But anyway, I'm 5'7". If I lie down, I don't know if you can see me here. So, okay, head's touching the end. Now, if we go that way, you can see my stinky feet. I'm not actually touching the end. In fact, I'm nowhere near it really. I've probably got another 1.5 foot there. So this is an incredibly spacious tent. I mean, it's so generous considering the weight. You know, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. But I think that's pretty much everything on the inside. All of the features and stuff that I love. It's very homely, you know, very comfortable. I like it a lot. But I think now what we've got to do is put some stuff inside. So if I go grab my roll mat and my sleeping bag, then you can see how all that stuff fits in, especially if I get my winter gear. And then you can hopefully make a judgment. I mean, my brother's like, what, 6'4", and he can lie down on it fine. So if you're super tall, you should be absolutely fine. But anyway, let's go get stuff inside and show you what that looks like. Bobby likes camping. Are you tired? What are you tired for? Huh? You go wookies in a minute. Who's your good boy? Sorry guys, so I've put in my Van Gogh sleeping bag. This is a 5 season sleeping bag. It's not very puffed up right now, but it's down, and you know, a great sleeping bag. And you can just see how much space there is left. So there's easily enough space for another backpack, spare clothes, drying out your boots if they get wet during the day in the snow. Then the porch area, I couldn't find my big backpack, so I've just put in my Osprey Talon 33, and it's swamped by the porch. It's huge. So that's fine. Trainers, pretend they're boots, and then here you could easily put Jetboil, Trangier, whatever for cooking, and of course you can ventilate with that little ventilation gap thing here, so you know you're not going to poison yourself with carbon monoxide. One thing I did forget to mention just before it rains is these are, there's 4 fiberglass poles. They're black. You can see them on the inside here. Where are they? Just about see them anyway. There we go. Sorry, it's not a very good picture. But there's 4 of those. They're integrated into the fabric, and it just that's what obviously supports the end of the tent. But I forgot to mention that earlier. Sorry about that. So final view of this amazing TARDIS tent. The TARDIS tent. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So it's big, but I didn't think it was, you know, this big. It's huge, man. But that's it really. That's all I have to say about it. And I hope that's a good enough run through for you. I hope that answers any of your questions. Do comment below if that's of interest to you, if you have any other questions, of course. Subscribe for more reviews. I have quite a few made already, and I've got more coming up, so do keep an eye out. And like if you think Bobby's cute. Say bye, Bab. See ya. Bye-bye. Let's go walkies now. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Come on. Who's your good boy?